I started out this speech by telling you, I asked myself the question this morning, what the heck am I doing here? And I'm not kidding. When I was asked 2 months ago to do this speech, I was like, no. Because let me tell you a little secret. 2 months ago, I was physically unable to speak. I had lost my ability for speech, and I was unable to walk without assistance. I had been sick for several years, starting in 2012, and I kept getting worse neurologically. Last year, the first week of August, I woke up and literally was unable to speak or walk. They thought maybe it was a stroke. It wasn't that. The doctors were befuddled. Between 2012 and when I completely crashed a year ago in August, I'd seen close to 30 doctors across 8 specialties. It would be 1,525 days between the time of my onset of symptoms until I was finally diagnosed by some great doctors up in Boston, Massachusetts. And I was bedridden August through January. I started relearning how to walk February through about May. And I started regaining my speech and my ability to have cognitive function within the last 8 to 12 weeks. And I am telling you, the reason was, here you go, I got bit by a tick. And it went misdiagnosed and undiagnosed for too long, to the point that the bacteria and parasites, because my tick was extra dirty, of course. I love to be the 1%, you know? Everything I do has to be the 1%. Look, sometimes when the universe gets you, you have to yield to overcome. Stop fighting it. Accept it. Acceptance is not surrender. It's not the same thing. You must yield to overcome those things that are outside of your control. And it's okay to embrace that new perspective. And I honestly believe that I'm a better human being for pushing the edges of the envelope about what it means to be human, this full experience. I hope no woman ever has a pregnancy like mine. I hope nobody else ever is misdiagnosed with tick-borne illness. But I assure you that being broken is one of the biggest gifts I've ever gotten in my life. We talk about the term resiliency. I like the term resilience, right? We hear it all the time now. It's in vogue. Resilience, how you bounce back from the bad things, that's important. But there's a word that comes to mind that I think better describes what I'm talking about, and that's resurgence. Because when you go through something like this in life, you are not the same. You're not bouncing back to your old self. Your old self ceases to exist. You've been through a crucible experience that has forever changed who you are in your soul. And it's not about just bouncing back resilience-wise. It's about how you go into this next step with the new you, and how you harness all those things that you've learned